Hey guys, today we're going to be doing the stock ranges for the Nerf Rayven. This is the just all stock. I've not even opened this blaster up yet, so just like it would come out of the box. We got 4 AA batteries in here. Go ahead and show that. 4 Duracell AA batteries in there. Brand new batteries, only test fired in my room a couple of times, so go ahead and put the back on there. We're going to shoot 10 stock streamlines, and I do apologize. It is sprinkling out here for this test, but I wanted to get this done before I opened it up to modify it, and it's barely sprinkling. Okay, there's just a little bit here and there, and I don't think it'll affect our ranges at all, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. We got 10 stock streamlines in the clip here, as you guys can see. Stock streamlines, and we're gonna be shooting flat or level shot. I can't ever remember the correct term when I'm trying to do the video, but you know, just that shoulder height. And hopefully we can get it on camera here. So here we go. Let it rev up, and 10 shots. Ooh. Okay, so that's 10 shots. Go ahead and take the camera off the tripod here and see what we got. And I apologize, one of those did land in the water. So, as you can see, I forgot to mention we have a 50-foot tape out right now. So we're going to walk down the tape here. And our first dart, which is actually over here, as you can see, it's quite a ways out. It kind of fishtailed on me, is at 20 feet. Okay, we got 2 here at about 23 feet. Then we got a pretty solid grouping, I would say. As you can see, there's one over there, but basically, you know, pretty solid grouping right here at about, I would say, the 33-foot mark. Hopefully you guys can see that, 33 feet. And then I would say the highest one is out here at 38 feet. So, highest stock range with standard streamlines is 38 feet. Okay, so now we're going to do our angle test for the Nerf Rayven CS-18. As you can see, we still have our 4 Duracell batteries in there, just because this is the internet. We're going to be doing the angle test. Now, when I say angle test, as many of you know if you've watched my other videos, basically what that means is I'm going to take and angle my Rayven and see what the max distance we can get out of. Okay, so it may be up like this, which I'd highly doubt, or it may be down here, maybe up here, you know, whatever I think I can get the max range out of. We've got a 50-yard tape. Hopefully we don't shoot past it. I don't think we will be, but if we do, we can kind of extend our tape a little bit. But we got a 50-foot tape, stock streamlines. Go ahead and pull out the clip again and show you stock streamlines. And we're gonna be shooting downrange, and again, this is just at whatever angle I think I can get the most out of. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot it here and see what happens. Again, it is drizzling a little bit here, but I've gone ahead and dried off all the darts and made sure everything was as dry as possible, so there's no contamination of the evidence, I guess you could say, and just to make sure that, you know, the flywheels have the same grip and everything. So here we go, 10 at an angle to see how far we can get it. Oops. Haywire. Okay, so that's 10. As you see, that one went pretty incredible distance there. Now I already noticed that we are past our tape, so I'm gonna go ahead and set down my Rayven, and hopefully we can get an accurate test here. We're going down the tape. If you guys will hold on 1 second while I set my Rayven down. Okay, so the tape is here. Our first dart, as you can see, basically is right here at the 43-foot mark. There is one way out there. There's 2 more. We've got a pretty solid grouping up here, and we're gonna go ahead and extend our tape. As you can see, there's the 50-foot mark. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out some more tape here and see just how far we got. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just not, there we go. We'll go ahead and start back here at the 50-foot mark. Here's 51 feet. We have 1 dart there. We have a pretty solid grouping, I would say, even though they are quite a spread. about the 54-foot mark here. So as you can see, there's one there, a couple back there, and then the farthest we got with stock streamlines is at 59 feet. So farthest angle test dart with stock streamlines and stock blaster is at 59 feet angled, which is a pretty fair distance considering it's a stock blaster, even though we are angling it pretty high. So I think that's it, guys, for this portion of the test. Hey guys, today we're going to be doing the range test for the modified Nerf Rayven CS-18. As you can see, I've got my Rayven here. I've got 3 Trustfire 14,500 series, 900 milliamp, 3.6 volt AA batteries. These are the unprotected versions. And then I've got one dummy battery right here. Sorry if that was on screen. One dummy battery here. So it's not, I don't like running them on 4 just because it's a lot of power going through your blaster, and it does give you a chance of ruining it, so I don't want to do that. As far as internal mods, all the safeties have been removed. I've still got the standard rev switch here. However, all resistors, everything's been gutted out of it and rewired just to the switch and the motors. The resistors on the motors have been removed as well. We're going to be shooting 10 stock streamlines, as you can see there. And we do have a tiny bit of a breeze, but I don't think that should affect anything much. Here, we got 100-foot tape starting from where we are, clear out, and we'll see what kind of ranges we get on a flat test at shoulder height. So here we go. Okay, so that was 10 shots. As you've seen, a couple of those were really haywire. I'm not sure what happened with those. Could have been just bad streamlines. We'll check them out here, but we will count them in our test just for the fact that, you know, it is the lowest dart. So we're going down the tape. Apologize for the shadow. As you can see, those 2, I'm not sure what happened with those. They might be bad streamlines. We're at 33 feet. That's pretty bad. But from there on, the rest of the darts are on up quite a ways, so I'm not sure really if you can count those or not. Our lowest dart here, as you can see, is at 62 feet. That shows up in the camera, 62 feet. Our next grouping pretty much is all right in here. As you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Pretty solid grouping right here at 75 feet. So as you can see, there's 75 feet. And then our, I guess you could say our 2 top darts that are out here are at 81 feet. So pretty good ranges for flat test when you're being able to hit pretty much solid 75 feet flat is pretty good ranges for a blaster. And we'll go ahead and get to the angle test. Now we're going to be doing the angle test again, just to show it here. These are the 3 Trustfire batteries, okay? Not 4. We're going to be doing the angle test, and basically with an angle test, I'm just going to be firing at whatever angle I think I can get the most range out of. So we're going to be firing 10 darts and seeing what kind of distance we can get out of it at an angle. So hopefully you guys can see me and what kind of angle this is. Camera's at shoulder height, or a little bit above shoulder height, and I'm going to be angling it and see what kind of ranges we can get out of it. Okay, if you've seen that, the wind just picked up and started tossing my darts over into the house. It's blowing kind of to the side. So some of those darts didn't go. I did fire 18 just so in case the ones that didn't go over or went over the house didn't count. So we're gonna go ahead and go down the 100-foot tape, and I have a feeling I have several of these over the fence, unfortunately. And some of those last angles were more, or the first angles were a little bit out of this world, but I guess we can count them. I'm looking everywhere for darts, just due to the fact that I've got a ton of them out there, and there's one here that are fast. This is probably going to be one of the lowest darts, and that's at 60 feet. I know I ended up with one on the roof. And I don't see any more over here. We've got one here at 89 feet. We've got 1, 2, 3, pretty solid grouping right here at the 98 foot mark. And then I believe we've got some back there that are way past the 100 foot, that's actually 101 feet. They're probably, I'd say, 105, 110 feet. And then there might even be a couple over the fence or in these trees here. So as you can see, you can angle these things and hit incredible distances. Obviously your accuracy is next to nothing, but it is possible with an angled test, and that's a pretty high angle. The last couple of shots were a little bit lower angle, but as you can see, you've actually got a fairly solid grouping as far as range right in this area at the 96 feet mark. And then it's a fairly solid grouping for being shot at such a far distance. So as you can see, that was just kind of for fun. Obviously you can't have any kind of accuracy with it, but figured we'd go ahead and show it, and just to see what this thing possibly has, you know, your max distances. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.